Welcome to our panel. I am your host, Dr. Crystal Redmond, and I'm joined by my two amazing co-hosts, my two co-panelists, Dr. Rose and Dr. Q. A lot of folks don't know that this is our very first episode of our panel, and kind of why our panel really was created. And very often in Black communities, we have conversations about our lives and our health and our families, etc. But we don't really normalize those type of conversations, or we don't typically have control of the narrative when it comes to our lives or health. Today's episode is on Black maternal health in the US, but more so specifically here in Georgia, because our panel is filmed here in Georgia in the South. So we want to make sure to kind of capture some of those health dynamics that's going on with Black folks.
Being a physical therapist, I knew I need to get moving. To prevent a risk of a blood clot, I need to move my legs, I need to get up, go visit my baby in NICU, and not go based on, let me just lay in the bed for these 2 days.
We have the highest maternal mortality and morbidity rate. So quite frankly, Black folks are dying when it comes to pregnancy, child delivery, and then even after you deliver your child, the health of your child, our kids are sick.
And family planning is more than deciding when you're going to have a family. It's about pregnancy counseling, reproductive health services, patient education, as well as HIV and STD prevention.
But in my case, it's not that I don't have access to insurance or I don't have accessibility in getting to a provider or equity in choosing my provider. It's actually systemic racism and how that shows up in the treatment of Black and brown patients.
I think the biggest thing for me is making sure that people know what their power is. I think that's the most important thing, especially for Black people, because in this country, there have been so many times that our power has been either taken away or we've been told that we don't have any power, but you do. We all have power over our bodies, over our families.
So what we want folks to walk away from is not just centering on the trauma associated with, us becoming pregnant or the pregnancy experience or birthing experience, but also, as you said, our power and how you really activate that power, really being an advocate for yourself, as well as connecting with community that can advocate with you in that experience.
It's about us.